he did that. He did that to himself. He wanted out of everything. Of the job, of his marriage. He wanted out.
Sadiq Khan's out here in that.
But what is he doing?
What is he doing?
What are they?
Like, okay, Sadiq.
We need him on the couch.
Yeah.
If you really, you think
I actually want to know.
culture,
I actually really want to know.
What does a mayor of London do?
What has he actually done?
Yeah.
That has affected change.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not in love with England as a football team. What?
I'm not going into it. I'm just not even doing this today. I'm not doing this today. Yeah, I'm not.
You can't give a response like that and then not go into
I'm not doing this today.
Dust. To get dust out of the air. So common search. Shit, it says air purifier.
Yeah.
It just comes out with
But
the air
why?
purifier straight away.
Well, an air purifier would filter the air, so I would have thought that would take out the dust as well to an extent.
How can you remove dust from the air? Dust properly.
I hear it. I hear it.
It
I
makes
actually
sense.
hear it. It does make sense. It
You
does make sense.
were just saying like, oh, it just purifies the air, and I'm like, yeah, exactly. That's what you're trying to do, no?
Yeah, but yeah, I get it. In my mind, there's a part of it that makes sense, and there's another part that doesn't. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
apparently,
do you know what I think? Sorry,
purifiers are the one.
One of the reasons why as well, because I know like I was seeing someone who had an air purifier, and it just had there was like loads of nice scents that came out of it, but I just felt like it was a scent thing.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Maybe it does both.
Huh?
Maybe his does both.
Well, I'm sure in an air purifier you can put like a
I missed that part.
Okay.
What?
He said I said I was seeing someone and they had it, and he said maybe his does, and I said it was definitely a her.
Don't start, man.
Yeah.
Not today, bro.
Nothing wrong with that.
Do you know actually quickly? I heard a girl the other day. I ain't grown out of this one yet. I just ain't in it. But I heard a girl casually mention cock the other day, and it spun me.
What?
Yeah, she was just talking about something.
I know it was a cock.
And she said cock as opposed to like willy, sausage or whatever. And there was something in me that was just like, it's just this childish thing in me.
It's the ultimate.
It's that what type of smoke are you on?
Yeah.
Like, referring to it as that. Because more time you hear like willy.
British. Has to be. That's someone.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like a black girl would never even really say.
Yeah. So I was gonna go there. I was gonna go for ethnicity, but I went for nationality instead.
No, can we do that?
Yeah.
Does a black woman ever mention cock?
Only like maybe the Essex ones.
Yeah. So it's a regional thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a regional thing.
Otherwise, I think it's just a dick.
Dick. Penis or whatever it is.
I don't think people say that's too serious.
It's penis.
Yeah,
that's serious.
Oh yeah, penis is like
that's when you're at the clinic.
You're going for a for a checkup or something like that. Penis, willy. I don't ever refer to me. I don't want to hear that. Depending on the willy.
Dick. D.
Oh yeah, D. Yeah,
that's the common one.
Yeah.
Like I got the D or like dick or you know what I mean. But willy's a bit.
Yeah, I think maybe I'm getting too old because I don't even really come across the term too much. You know, like
what
somebody saying to you, dick.
Yeah, do you know why?
Only the man them. Like when they've
brother, I see something on my dick or.
Yeah, well, I ain't had one of those. Yeah, do you know what? I used to get them phone calls all the time. The man them just like, I need to go clinic, man.
Oh yeah, I used to get that. All the time. Listen, I was on 90s Baby Pod and we had a very honest conversation about those type of trips or whatnot.
Clinic trips, man.
Yeah,
I remember one time I got fast track through, because I was with my brethren.
Fast track, so you didn't have to wait for time.
Bro, imagine, you know what clinic's like, especially on a Monday, it's a rave.
Yeah,
much
that's it,
there.
yeah. That's you there.
But one time I've gone with my guy who's got like a track record of like, like just the unlucky guy who he just always seems to catch something.
Yeah, like he might.
He can lip someone. Yeah, he can lip someone. He'll get something.
Yeah.
Like as in that kind of guy.
He'll catch media in his mouth.
That's it. There's always something wrong. It's never just a negative. There's always something in it.
Yeah.
So we've gone now, but where he's been a regular over the years, and they know what my man's on when he comes in.
They said,
it means
you're
it's
right,
serious.
Paul.
Get me, like.
They said, Paul, come.
Bro, the way they've pulled him out of the crew, like you cool, like they've got him. They've said to me, like, you with him? And I'm like, yeah. Just like, come with us. That's it. Come with us. Go straight upstairs. We ain't got time to waste.
But do you know what? The unfortunate thing is a man like that could end up catching mad one. And he ain't even been crazy. Do you know what? There's a stigma, I feel like.
Yeah.
When you catch something that people just think that you're outside doing a madness. You could literally just be unlucky.
Yeah.
Like this Don that you're talking about, he could have maybe, I don't know what his situation was, but he might not have smashed for months.
Nah, he deserved this one still. He deserved his cases, if I'm totally honest.
Did he catch it outside of London? Because that's quite a common one.
Outside of London?
I just rubbed out all the areas outside of London. It's true. The OT trips are the most dangerous trips.
Blackpool.
Yeah, them kind of places.
Crazy,
man.
I'm telling you, them sort
it's probably because they got less clinics in these areas.
Yeah.
In London,
Brighton
I feel like,
as well.
In London, there's so many clinics that you're probably getting patterned up. You're getting patched up faster than you would if you're OT.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. And then they came out. I remember when they come up with Well, not when they come up. When Super. Do you remember when Super Gonorrhea came?
Super Gonorrhea.
Super Gons came, and it was a time.
That rings a bell. Wait, stop.
It couldn't. It was when.
What era was that?
That must have been just 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Super Gons. They come out of nowhere, and it wasn't reacting to the zithromycin or whatever it is. Like it weren't having it.
It was still there. It was just hanging about.
So that's when they started having to bring in injections. So I remember, he got an injection as well, a different regimen. He was like one of the first man who like I remember him saying that I got guns, but they gave him an injection in his bum.
Oh shit!
And it's just like I was like injection for guns. I was like, bro, it's mutated. Like it's the Delta variant.
That's a madness. Like when you thought that you had it and it's still on a vibe of fuck that. I'm chilling.
That's it. It weren't having it.
I'm chilling. I'm gonna be honest with you. Certain people are not gonna like this, but I feel like even Birmingham's rife for it. I'm sorry.
You're just
Northampton. Yeah.
That's only up the road.
Notts.
Yeah,
Notts definitely has got to be rife for it.
Look, it's just, you know what they say, man. Protect yourself at all times, if you can, if possible.
Yeah.
If you can be bothered.
If you can be bothered.
Yeah.
That's not my bag. I'm just giving you good advice.
It's crazy out here. It is crazy out here, and you do have to protect yourself. But at the same time, to be honest with you, you could just be. This is not to say you should just go and wild out and that, but sometimes, no matter how careful you are, when it's your time, it's your time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get me? When it's you remember that lottery hand. It's you. When it's you can't run away from that.
Yeah.
You can't it's like Final Destination. I don't know if you've ever seen that film, but like when it's to your time to go, no matter how much you try to run over these hoops or whatnot to try and get rid of it, it will catch you.
Mm-hmm.
It will catch you. But just take care of yourself and go clinic and all these type of things. I was like, I mean, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite and say that there was that was a theme throughout my whole life. There was definitely a time where I was not trying to go for ages, and a lot of that was because of the fear that I used to have through putting that thing in my penis hole.
You know, I only ever had to do that once.
I've done that nearly every time.
Have you been clinic? I ain't been clinic for time.
Yeah, but I went clinic. I went clinic.
When? What?
I'm not going into it. I'm just not even doing this today. I'm not doing this today. Yeah, I'm not.
You can't give a response like that and then not go into it.
I'm not doing this today. But I went clinic and I'm all right. But I had a
young scare. Yeah.
A young? I had a mad scare.
Oh, go on.
Just
do it. Just go into it.
Nah, I can't. It's too early. It's too early.
It's too recent.
It's too early for that story.
The wounds are still healing.
But yeah, I had a big scare.
What was the outcome?
In the end, I had to go private. Put it up.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Because you know what it was? Because of the whole lockdown stuff. When I'm hitting them, because I thought, okay, this is what I'll do. I'll do this. When I thought that there was something that was going on that was a bit different, I was in panic mode because I'm like, what's what?
What, young discharge or pain?
It was more pain. It was more on the thing of pain, right? So anyway, now, and I remember I was talking to my brethren on the phone, when I'm talking to my brother on the phone, I've noticed, you know, when you come out of your consciousness. So like I might be talking to you, yeah. And so I'm focused on his conversation, but your subconscious is doing loads of things. Yeah. It's absorbing a lot.
Yeah.
So my subconscious was absorbing something while I was in this conversation. And as I took a little bit of the consciousness from this conversation and pull it into the subconscious, I realized, I'm feeling my ting a bit more than I usually would.
Yeah.
So I'm like, while I'm on the phone, I ain't said nothing, but I've backed my thing. And I'm like, something's not right.
Yeah.
So the next morning, I've rang my usual connect.
Yeah.
Jeffress Ring.
Yeah, big up Jeffress Ring.
Right.
They've served us for years,
Strong,
man.
Yeah. They're telling me because of the COVID situation and whatnot, it's all a 7-day thing for a consultation. Yeah. So I got to wait. This thing's got to marinate for 7 days.
And then you'll get seen.
To have a conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Remember, a consultation is not I'm going to check you and this is we need to talk on the phone thing. So if I have to wait for that, how long do I have to wait for the whole...
Yeah.
Bro, I just went private thing, whatever. I Googled it, whatnot. Spent what? What did I spend? It was like 100 and... I think it was like 140.
Do you know how peak it is?
Spent about 140, but I spent 140...
To go private. For your dick.
I spent 140 for a conversation. I spent
140 for a conversation?
For a conversation.
Jesus.
Then I spent a next bill and something to get the whatever, and it came back and I bust case.
Calum, are you understanding the severity of what this man was going through, bro? He spent a bill for a conversation, or bill 40 plus something else.
Yeah, bill
more and more and more.
Basically, I spent
because he
around
weren't waiting
3
7 days.
I'm not
This
waiting.
was peak. This one.
Yeah.
And he bust case completely.
I bust case.
They didn't
had
even throw man a young Zifro just in case.
Just a light cream.
Yeah. Is it okay? Yeah.
You know,
Just like.
And then I was all right. And do you know what? After that, I went back again to the to Jeffress just to thing, and it was
But I bet. I'm just gonna jump to conclusions here. This is just. I'm guessing. Sorry, everyone, because this is a mad convo.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing it was just the head. It was the head, innit? Yeah. When you use rough riding.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I could have told you. I could have given you consultation.
I didn't know them. I
I had a conversation with Dan.
Can I tell you something that's funny as well, yeah? Because what I did was, when I went private in that, at the time, the NHS was giving like the testing kit for yourself.
Yeah.
So anyway, they gave me like the full package of the testing kit. I had to do all kinds of shit, take blood and whatever. But there was one thing I had to do, yeah? And it was this small little, you know, like the tube that you put in like a nose, like your nose, yeah? But it was a longer one, and I had to stick it in my ass.
Well, you had what?
Yeah. So anyway, I'm holding this thing. Bro, I'm holding this thing. It's small and skinny, but I'm standing there and I'm holding this and I'm like, I just don't know if I could
do this.
I don't know if I, like, banks aside, I just don't know if I could do this. I had my pants down and I was like, bearing in mind, I ain't had a finger in my ass. I ain't done that yet. I haven't done that yet. So this is a full,
This is a baptism.
Yes.
This is it still. This is the big,
Anyway,
this is it.
Bro, it took me about 45 minutes.
Jesus.
Yeah, to actually, and then like, to be honest with you, it was light work.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Hey.
Yeah, but I bust case.
Is that why you went and got the manscaped?
No. So actually, while we're even here on that, they came to us or whatever. They ain't paid for this, by the way, but you can still get some. Yeah, they don't put nothing up yet until, you understand what I'm saying?
We'll say some stuff, but we won't put anything on the screen. Yeah.
So now they came to us and whatever, and bro, immediately I thought, this could actually be it could be a good fit still. And honestly, when they delivered it to Calum and Calum gave it to me, and I tried it, bro.
And what you can't nick yourself.
I'm telling you.
I held my ball bag at first. I was like I'll be honest, I was lightly doing
Same.
And then I thought, you know what? Fuck it. Let me just get a bit tad close. And then in the end, I'm like, let me just start like
doing it.
Bro, I was holding my ball bag and I was doing it and it was nothing.
That's so sick.
Bro,
it's
that's so sick. They've answered us.
Yes.
Bro, they've answered us.
They've answered prayers.
I'm sick and tired of cutting my balls.
Yeah,
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Every summer.
Every
summer.
You cut your ball every summer.
Minimum.
All right, I'm gonna actually do something while we're here.
Bro, it's cold.
I'm gonna read some of these
That's
now.
sick.
Cause
Better than Nair.
better than what?
Nair.
What is that?
Nair's the wave, bro.
What is that? Google
Nair
that.
is a cream.
It's a cream.
Oh, hair removal cream.
Yeah.
No. You know what? It's not as good as a hair
But
removal
Nair
cream.
fucks you over
Yeah,
for
but
like the
ain't
first
that-
week
yeah, but
because it gives you
isn't the hair
like
removal-
baby.
Yeah, no,
You're,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's
It's
like
not the same thing.
Yeah.
that's like
it leaves you with a little bit, but
just
like
say, yeah.
barely any.
So that they know you're
Like a 0.5.
adult. Yeah.
So basically when I went on that's another thing. I don't want bald.
Not on my
Yeah.
balls, nah. Not on my balls.
Oh my,
I just want like 0.5 is good for me. That I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I actually put on my thing because I posted it on my Insta story, and then I asked a couple of people. At first, on one side, I asked women like, "How do you like your balls?" basically, or do you pay attention
Quality.
to that?
a
Do
good
you pay
question,
attention to the male pubic hair? Yeah, and I got some answers to that. But also, what I asked was, "Man, have you had any accidents, like cutting your balls or trimming your balls or whatever?" And I had a few. I ain't even looked at them properly yet, but I'll read a couple. One man said, he said, "I'd set my balls on fire for the next 2 days and was walking around like I shit myself.
What? How the hell did you do that?
Tried to veet before."
Hold on, wait, bro. We need context,
Never
bro.
beat your balls. That's such a dumb idea.
How did he set his balls on fire? God knows. You know what? He might have flipping.
Because if you nair it feels. Get me? If you don't get that off you on the actual 6th minute, you're out of here.
Yeah.
What?
With V.
Oh,
With
really?
these
If you don't
creams,
take the V off in proper time, oh my word,
You're finished.
Pain, bro.
What, on your balls or in normal?
Anywhere.
To be
Anywhere,
fair, when I
it'll
beat
burn
my
your
chest,
skin.
it's been alright. The only time that it burnt my skin was one time. I think I put water on it afterwards, and it rejected that. But when I had it on my chest, I had it because it says like 8 minutes or whatever, innit? I had it on for like a 10. Maybe nah. The reason why I had it on for 10 was because I got bossy with it, and like now sometimes when I beat the chest,
You
yeah,
don't
I just
even-
do the whole thing,
Yeah.
and
you don't
then like
even-
and then I
yeah.
just start going. So there might be a bit that gets an extra. Thing.
Yeah, okay,
Do you understand
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? But the guy who burnt his balls, I don't know, like maybe a lighter.
Why?
Why?
I don't know.
As if that's gonna go well.
Someone said I tried to veet before a holiday. Turned out my skin was too sensitive and felt.
Your balls are way too sensitive for V.
You didn't finish that. What, you just put the
I've
cream on the
veted my balls before, but it was Nair. So Nair sensitive.
Is Nair a sensitive version of V?
I don't know. It was Nair sensitive.
Oh,
So
sorry.
it was
Oh.
a sensitive version of Nair, which might be a more sensitive version.
Yes,
of
definitely.
V. But it's
Obviously, you put that on the top of your.
you
pubes.
got to time it. But I'd put it everywhere.
I wouldn't take that
I said I
risk.
put it everywhere.
Man.
I put it
I
in my
would
ass.
not take that risk.
The night
would never
before,
take
first
that
time I beat, I cut myself twice.
Before the first time he beat.
Yeah.
It's trauma.
Yes. First and only time using a shaving stick. What is a shaving? What? Just like Is that like a?
Like the
razor.
adverts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, on the balls.
I suppose I don't know how to use them. I'd probably cut my face, let alone thing. But
Yeah,
as in-
definitely.
Really?
Yes.
No,
Well, I mean,
not on your balls. I mean on your face. You cut your face.
To
we
be
don't-
fair, I've
I
never
don't cut
actually.
my face, yeah.
I've never even shaved before. Anyway.
Ah, that's not that deep.
Someone just said, yeah, never. I'm 7 years in trimming games on pro. Chucky, I cut myself badly last time, blood everywhere. I ordered Manscaped immediately.
Good man.
Got razor burn at the base,
Oh!
then friction burn on the other side.
Fuck off, man. He's finished. That's 3 weeks off.
Just last week, I accidentally cut into my foreskin while shaving with a beard trimmer. Well, listen, get
Yeah.
the Manscaped one.
But yeah, oh my gosh, he hit. Oh.
He hit the foreskin. That's
Right, and I
mad
know
thing.
it's under.
Yeah, he must have hit. Yeah, he must have hit the under bit. That is nuts. Went over them too much and basically had like a carpet burn type thing. Yeah,
When you try to get it,
It's
you
gotta
know,
be-
it is, you can't try it. You see, if you haven't got the utilities for it or the tools for it, don't try to get it too perfect.
No, yeah, you're right. You're
That's
right,
when
you're
you're
right.
gonna fuck yourself up.
Exactly. How are you anyway, bro?
I'm alive.
What's been going on?
Same old, really, man. Just flipping, watching a bit of football, doing a bit
Yeah,
of work,
yeah.
just flipping, just floating.
Just plugging around and that.
Knackered though.
Is it?
Yeah. Do you know why?
Go.
Sugar usually gives me energy. I'm having less of it for like the last 4 weeks.
Really?
Trying to get in a touch of shape. So I'm back for
I
summer
was about
22.
to ask you about that. 22. Oh, have you written this one off?
Yeah, this one's gone.
Oh,
I
shit.
might make it for winter.
Yeah, so you know,
Really
obviously, if the sun comes out, you might have to hit the jewelry shop now.
Bro, I've got a tooth already.
Have you? What?
You know what? Let me big him up actually. Where's his name? Aqua Customs, yeah? He hit me with that. Really?
What one have you got?
This one.
Okay, and what is it? Are you doing gold or are you doing like...
It's a rose gold.
Right.
I just a test.
And you put a star in it?
No.
Okay.
But do you know what could happen?
What's that?
The whole...
Are you going to do the whole thing?
Row. But the thing is, I'm so conflicted. I wish I did this years ago before I had kids. Because it's so hard doing school run in the morning.
I know.
Full-time grills.
But that's the direction that we're moving in now, though.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But yeah, big up Aqua Customs. He nice me still. Definitely nice.
Yeah, I was thinking about it myself, but something light though. Something light and subtle.
That's it.
Couple little thing
That's
in there,
it.
whatever.
You throw it. But the thing is for us, unfortunately, too many people have seen us for so long without.
It's going to be so bait when you
So as soon as we do it, it's okay if we do a big announcement like this. I'm fat for the next 8 weeks. You're seeing me in grills. It's all good.
Yeah.
But as in when people just start seeing you, they'll be like, "That's not you."
Yeah, I hear that.
Right? Yeah, this is not you. Even I put it in and I just look. Bro, I look violent. You know what I'm saying? Like I look immediately.
On smoke.
I look already. Like I haven't got even like. You see this look here? Like
But
like you
throw it back
can't
to shower
quite.
posse.
Like I'm all right. Like you look at me and you. I don't think I look like a road Jew or whatever it is. Like I can. Whatever it is, I can.
Yeah, you could adapt.
But you throw a tooth and a pouch on me now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And a
You see what I'm saying? Like it's just there's certain things I can't
that's
have
true.
because it's too much of a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
So and the
Or
grills
you
might
look like you're doing road.
Yeah.
At a high level. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do the grill. But my one's gonna just be light. There's certain things I just can't do now at the stage of my life that I'm in. Like if this was a few years ago, and I was as unhappy as I am about just where I'm at in terms of training and that, I would have just tattooed up the place. I would have done that one. I would have given myself a sleeve. I'd have done the 2 sleeve thing. Maybe
that one there.
put something there. That's what I'm saying. So then and put a little young jewelry over it. But it's like brother,
It's too late.
Come on, can't be getting his first. I just don't believe. This is just me. I don't believe you could get your first tat in your 30s.
There'll be listeners who will say no.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
What?
I'm not sure if you can either. I don't think unless it's a bet or unless like someone wins Champions League.
Yeah,
or, like,
I was going to say
I just
meaningful.
won it. I've already got the Chelsea tat.
Yeah,
If
so
I
you're
didn't,
right.
I would have gone and got this Chelsea tat.
Yeah, but you would. Yeah, but you would have.
I always said I was never gonna have any tats. Yeah, like my whole chest is gone. I've got bits and bobs all over the place now.
Yeah.
My first tat was because Fernando Torres went round Victor Valdez.
Yeah, but
That's why I always said I'm not gonna get one, but the feeling was too big.
yeah, but
had
do you know
to.
what? The logic behind you doing it makes perfect sense for the space that you was in at that time. You could now, brother. If you told me that you was doing that as your first tat now,
Well,
and
luckily,
as a
listen,
dad,
if I had no tats, I just won the Champions League again.
I hear that still.
Yeah, if I had no tats,
I hear you.
I'd have one by now.
I hear that.
I would have had it from Porto.
Like what? Like what would I do, Mum? You know, I used
Maybe
to
it will
see- I
change
used
when you
to see bare
have kids.
light-skinned
When you
man.
have kids,
Huh?
when you have kids, sometimes.
Yeah, but isn't that really like?
I don't see Chucky as a tattoo guy anyway, to be honest.
That's because he has no tattoos.
Just because I got.
But I
no
can't
tat.
see you ever.
But I don't think I'm a tattoo guy. I just put mine in places where you can't see it, so my grandma can't see them.
But you see,
basically.
like you're more of an impulsive person than I am.
yeah.
So
That's
sometimes
why.
that come. Yeah, that's why, and that's probably why you wouldn't see me.
Better my
exactly
tattoos
why.
I've got. In fact, the majority of them is just impulse.
It's for real.
Yeah. Even the one I got one with a stick.
Your
I-
Chelsea one, Impulse.
That was the first. That was my first ever one.
Impulse as well.
Guy was rattled when he saw what he
massive.
was having to do. He was like, "Are you sure? Like it's a big tattoo. It's your first tattoo. Do you know you can handle pain?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
bro,
Did it hurt?
bro."
But you got it here, innit?
It's the worst because on the
Yeah.
sternum, on the
Yeah.
bone, when they start scratching over the bone, bro, you feel like you're dying.
That's
It's
fucked.
fucked. It's fucked. But some people like the pain. Strange people, man.
Yeah, they start falling in love with that shit, boy.
It's nuts.
But yeah, nah, I don't know. Maybe the kid thing. Do you remember when tattoos was Do you remember when it was a thing to get it in Mandarin?
Yeah.
Arabic. Yeah. Shout out my sister, you dickhead. You got Arabic.
Hey, I can't lie. That now looks so mad.
Bad.
The
It
Mandarin
looks
tat.
awful, bro.
And you don't even really know.
Yeah.
Like, see, like with the Arabic, it's just basically because the one tat that most people had here that was Arab, it basically went like this. It went like this, and then it just had like a couple of dots on it.
You know what? I'm not sure how much I saw the Arab tat.
The Mandarin one you saw a lot, though.
Yeah.
That was usually on the arm. Usually that went down
Yeah.
here. Maybe one that might have been on the pec.
But put it this way, I've seen loads more Mandarin writing than I've seen Arabic writing. That Mandarin thing is nuts. Like everyone got it.
The only thing that gives that a pass essentially is that their writing does look like art.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah. Some people got sick tats anyway. Some people are so tatted up that you can't even see what tat is what.
Facts.
It's just everywhere.
Yeah, I've seen some, and like some of the tattoo artists are like they're making these shits look like almost like real life. The detail
crazy.
that they get in it is amazing, bro. Even like some of just the artists in general, like that are like drawing and shit, bro.
Yep.
I'm on Instagram and I'm seeing people painting shit, and it doesn't even. It looks like a proper picture, bro. Like how they get that level of detail.
It's their eyes, man. They just got sick eyes. Like they imagine, like what they see is different to what we see.
Yeah.
We can only see the end product. They can see how to like sculpt it. They understand every last bit.
Yeah.
It's got different eyes, man.
But in terms of the weight thing, to be honest with you, summer hasn't been that lit so far anyway. So you know what? It hasn't really been that big of a deal.
Yeah,
Man ain't really needed to back the top off or
Yeah,
anything
for
like
real.
that and do all of these types.
Even if you do, because a lot of people are kind of chubby. So good. It's
Yeah, I
alright.
think. Do you know what? Honestly, everyone's put on a bit.
Yeah. But
Everyone
some
has
people
put on a
have
bit.
gone the other way and they've really got.
Oh yeah, some people have chiseled up, boy.
Anyway, I don't care, man.
I put on some trousers.
Buy some drinks, man. Buy people some drinks. Wear some gold.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all good, man.
I bought on some trousers the other day, and it was terrible for me. Absolute terrible for me. I didn't even think I'd put on weight like that, but I haven't really. It's just the stomach, bro. I'm on the CMOS thing now. Bro, I'm like doing. I'm not eating until 12 o'clock, and I'm breaking. When I wake up, I'm having sorrel tea and CMOS.
How long can you do this stuff for? Right now, I'm on scoff meals, bro. You know what scoff meals is?
No.
It's like they're giving you, and I'm cheating as well because I'm blatantly eating as well as having these scoff meals. But it's like they're giving, like they give you like a certain amount of calories per day, and if you just your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack.
So what is this like all prepared?
Yeah, and they bring it to you at the beginning of the
Where
week.
are you
or
getting
whatever.
these things from, bro?
It's
Every
called
time you
scoff
come
meals.
here, you've had some type of.
There's always something somewhere.
Yeah.
And none of it's really working. I have
Does
to
it taste nice?
Yeah. All
Oh,
of
it does.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's just like, what is it that stops you from doing it
What?
properly?
From cutting meat.
No, from just sticking to it.
I think this stuff used to be a lot easier when I was broke. I'm being deadly serious, yeah? When I was broke and had no kids,
No, I hear you.
it means that I was less... You see nowadays, you see if I'm hungry, I'm like, should I order chicken kitchen? Should I order this? If I didn't have that option, I wouldn't eat.
Yeah, convenience is fucked
It's
up.
convenience and the fact that I'm willing to pay for the convenience now.
Yeah.
Where old school I might not have been willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
It's meaning that I eat every time I think I'm hungry. Even when I'm not hungry and I'm just like, you're walking past the shop. Go get something.
Do you know what? You made us the sickest point. Because you know what? Essentially, the time when I think back to me being in my best shape, I was my most broke.
Yeah. Brokenness and fitness.
Brother, I had to cook a meal or cook a big meal
And
and
then
make that stretch.
That's it. The best days though.
And go train.
That's it.
And I didn't have much going on.
And you didn't have nothing going on so you
No.
can train twice a day certain times.
And my line was dead.
Hey. But it's the best. You see when you've got time and nothing to do and no money to spend, you're going to be fit.
Yeah.
It's just how it works.
Yeah. But
Then as soon as you've got money and you're busy,
Can I tell you this? I was so broke one time, yeah, and so fit. No, I walked all the way. I was living in Norfolk at this time. I walked from Norfolk to Shepherd's Bush to go to the gym, yeah, and I got the bus back because I had the light change to get that back. But let me tell you something that I did have.
Sick though.
Let me tell you what I did have. I had obviously the stamina to do that in the heat, yeah, and I had food in the fridge that I'd cooked from yesterday, yeah, and I ate well, and I drank enough water.
That's it.
Because I couldn't buy me because I knew. Do you know what? It was cheaper for me to buy the water anyway than to go and start buying liquor and drinking. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, bro, I remember one time I went to the hospital. Sounds so mad. But I went to the hospital to go see someone one day, and I went to the toilet. Thought, you know what? Let me just see what the stomach's saying. So I've like lifted up my top in the mirror and that, yeah.
And it looked sick.
What?
Yeah. You know, them times where it don't even really matter what lighting hits you.
Doesn't matter. It does not matter. There's not a mirror that can lie to me.
Yeah.
Every mirror, it's working.
That shit, man.
Yeah.
2022, man. We're coming.
I'm telling you.
We're coming.
Right now, there's only one mirror that's
See
telling
Moss
me
and Scoff Mills.
There's only one mirror that's giving me good news right now, and that's the mirror in the gym, and that's it. All the other mirrors ain't giving me good news.
Yeah.
So the big mirror in the gym's fucking gassing me.
It's because it's got lights in a certain place, and it's probably a skinny mirror as well. It's nice.
Yeah,
It's nice.
yeah. Yeah, man. 2022 will be there. All right, look, let's do this. Who snitched on Matt Handcock?
I don't know, man.
Let's talk about that.
It sounds like, who's the other you? Is it
Dominic
Cummings?
Cumstains, yeah.
What a name.
I know, Dominic Cumstains and Matt Handcocky. You can't write this.
Bro, it sounds like we're just being pranked. The whole country.
I'm going to be honest with you, Dan. I swear to God, yeah, if in like 10, 15 years' time, it came out that this was all one big social experiment.
The whole thing, COVID, everything.
I would not be surprised.
Neither.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Not in the
Dominic
slightest.
Cummings.
Bro, do you know what was rattled me, yeah? Is the fact that it was the manner. It's like he opened the door, looked, closed it, and then just lips up the thing and grabbed her bum.
Where were they?
They must have been in the
like,
house of whatever. I've heard from people that work there that it does go down. Like after hours, it goes down in that building.
Could you imagine?
I bet it does.
You would know. And I'll tell you why.
Hold on. I would know what? I would know what?
Let me land. You went to a private school, right?
Yeah.
These men went to a private school.
Yeah.
Let's not get this twisted.
Yeah.
In private school, Calum, we know that you're a changed guy and you know what I mean? I know that you're a happy man. But let's be honest. In private school, what was going on? What was going on? Because Boris was there.
All of them was.
Yeah. David Cameron and them man there was there. And we heard about what wasn't him with the pig and that?
Yeah.
Because I heard, I don't know if you told me this. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't, but stop me if you didn't. But isn't there like another little society? No, it wasn't you that told me this.
But there is societies. I've been hearing about these things where you got to do mad stuff.
They've got like a certain society. Honourable shout out to Jamie. Yeah. But yeah, they've got like a certain society. You have to come from a certain type of background or whatever it is. It's not just money, is it? It's about like
status.
Like Eton High School is where most of our prime ministers have gone to.
Yeah.
And you could be Jeff Bezos. Doesn't guarantee your kids go in there. It is about what family you're from, what country you're from, like if any of your other family members have ever been there. If none of your family members have been there before, you've got a very slim chance of getting in. Doesn't matter how much money you've got.
Yeah.
It's about history, essentially.
Yeah.
I didn't go to a school like that. Not even close. It was a shitty private school as far as private schools go. But it was an all-boys school, so nothing was really getting cracking.
Oh, okay. Spare wanking and that. So, see, with
Not that I know of.
But we can't like what we're gonna sit here and act like these banners still not have. Bro, to me, Boris still comes across as a child to me.
Bro,
still.
Them man are big kids, bro. And not only that, this entire government are rock stars, bro. Are you seeing what they're up to recently? They are lying, stealing, cheating, bro. These men are rock stars, bro. All of them. We just can't see it because they're in suits. They're going crazy. Who's my man that drove up the M way Was that Don Cummins?
Yeah, Dominic Cummins.
See, these lot just do what they want and they're getting away with it.
I know.
It's the best.
And do you know the maddest thing is that like clearly they don't give a shit, because you would think, anyone with half a brain cell would think, at a time like this, there's clearly going to be eyes on you to make sure that you're flying straight. Mm-hmm. There's that. But also, we already know that right now we're living in a time where people are always trying to find the inconsistency. Yes. They're always trying to find someone being inconsistent. Yep. People are always trying to find
bring
the person
people down, whatever it is.
Yeah. They're trying to find the thing. So the fact that they were so brazen to go and do this is one thing. But
part of me thinks he put the camera there.
Really?
Bro, the guy, look, did you see how suspicious he looked before he hugged the
when he was like just closing the door?
But it seemed too much like a setup.
Yeah.
It sounds like he set himself up. Like he don't want this
like
job
he doesn't want to be there.
Did you see
Did
you see his statement? His statement wasn't nothing to do with his family, his missus. Yeah, he was just like, shit, sorry man, I've let down millions.
Oh God.
I just don't know. I'm not sure what I'm looking at anymore.
I hear you. Question everything.
Yeah.
What's even funnier is that whilst the Tories are doing all of this and there's such a circus in there, Labour can't even get close.
Not even nearly.
They are unelectable, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Like, the Conservatives, in some way, have it on smash.
Yeah.
They have.
I don't know what's going on with Labour. Explain for me.
Well, think about it. If think about it, you've got a Prime Minister that seems to be getting things wrong every time he speaks.
Yeah.
Then you've got the Health Secretary who's messed up and his brethren are messing up. Everyone's messing up. Labour, as the opposition party, you're assuming at some point it's going to be like, this is why this shouldn't, this is, you know what I'm saying? If I was I don't even know who's running for Labour these days, but if I was him, I would have been on all of them. Good Morning Britain, all of them the following morning.
This is a perfect opportunity for whoever it is that is running things here to use this as marketing.
Yeah.
Use all of their shit, all of the fuck ups as marketing, and just get in the right spots to make these lot drown in it. The only people that are making these lot drown in it is the public. Yeah. That's it. I don't feel like I'm seeing the opposition.
Nothing. I've seen nothing. I haven't seen anything to do with Labour anywhere for ages.
Them man are safe, you know. Them man are safe. Boris probably feels the most safest that he's probably ever been.
All of them man are rock stars, bro. They are untouchable, bro. It don't matter what they do. You can't X them. Matt Handcock is still an MP, bro.
Yeah.
He just resigned from his higher role that he didn't want no more.
Didn't he employed that woman as well, didn't he? I heard
they were friends from before, I think.
Yeah. See? Yeah. So net from early.
I think he gave her 15 bags for
gave her X, that's it.
Like, this is
he patted her off.
This is just mad. And no one can't do anything about it.
The one thing that I question is, how long has this kind of behaviour been going on for? Because I bet it's been going on for
forever.
But now, from the beginning.
No,
but now we can see it.
We can see it, and we still can't do anything really about it.
But the thing is, though, it's human beings, innit?
I ain't got a problem with what he did. I ain't got a problem with what he did. I promise you I ain't got a problem with what he did. My issue is not that. My issue is that on top of everything else.
I hear that.
Yeah.
And the fact that there is video evidence of him doing it. And it just, it's so bait that I don't believe it.
Yeah.
It looked like it was done in the middle.
It's a straw that broke the camel. It's a straw that broke the camel's back to a degree, because they didn't break it properly, did it? But I hear you still. I think, that like, obviously, some people will sit here, like, what these lot are doing is happening in offices everywhere. Yeah. Like, literally everywhere.
In schools especially, bro.
Oh my God.
I heard it goes down
in schools. The head teacher's chopping the grass clerk, deputy head and that.
That's it.
Yeah. Like, all of these things happen, innit? And I think that obviously, naturally, what he's done family-wise and all that shit is wrong, whatever. That's something that he would have to deal with in his own private life, And I guess it's the straw that could break the camel's back in terms of like the public and the trust and all of that, because I guess some people will say, boom, like, if your wife can't trust you, then how the fuck as a country are we supposed to trust you in all of these types of things?
Bro, this man has been trying to not answer questions for time. Forget this situation from before. I remember Piers Morgan's putting pressure on him.
Bro.
And he just wouldn't give an answer. Man was saying, do you regret? It was the Marcus Rashford one.
Yeah.
Do you regret?
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
Do you regret?
Funny.
And he was just like, now we acknowledge.
Bro, he was gritting teeth. He was gritting teeth. And Pierce was saying to him, I don't even know what is funny.
Yeah.
And he
Exactly.
still was gritting
He's just
teeth.
like, just answer the question. Do you regret? Was it the wrong decision? Looking back, he'll be like, not sure if it's the wrong decision, but I'm glad Rashford did it.
Do you know?
You see what I'm saying? Like,
do you know why I think that he was even gritting teeth like that? And this goes to the circus thing you were saying, because I think the camera guys in the back and everyone else that is they're all doing this.
Oh, it's one big joke.
Yeah.
Bro, I guarantee, if we only saw the clip of him lipsing the girl, we only saw the clip, I guarantee if we saw the 15 seconds behind it, you'll see this. Him in the camera, pressing the button himself, putting it right on him, and then going, You see what I'm saying? Like, he did that. He did that to himself. He wanted out of everything. Of the job, of his marriage. He wanted out.
Yeah, you wanted out of the marriage?
He wanted out of everything, maybe.
Well, yeah.
He's a rock star.
Yeah, haven't they split?
He's a rock star.
I swear she packed up and left.
Yeah, but she soon come.
That's big Matt Handcock now. You
Yes,
understand?
what?
He's bigger now
I'm telling
than
you.
he was.
Yeah? You know what the surname says.
That's his.
You think he's leaving that?
And that's
He
not
might
Matt
be curved
Handcock.
off.
That's Will Smith Hancock, bro.
Yeah.
That's what Hancock we had there, bro.
I'm telling you.
Shit.
She ain't leaving that. You know what the surname says?
He's the man.
He might all be curved off as well. Do you know what, yeah? I heard that Boris is on Pipers, by the way. I don't know where this comes from.
What? You heard that?
Everyone's been saying it.
Yeah, apparently Boris is
He
a
just
Pipers.
smokes things.
Yeah.
What? Like, I heard he's like a proper Pipers.
It don't surprise me because you remember he was on a football pitch and he did a rugby tackle.
Oh my god, that was
Did
the
he?
funniest
Yeah.
shit ever.
No
yeah,
way.
yeah. But like
You're
a little
capping.
kid.
Yeah, he
Took out a little kid, like proper
Smashed
rugby
him.
tackle, did not hold back.
On a charity match.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking, this is a
School
man.
kids, bro. Primary school.
He's not holding back, bro.
I like him.
Like,
Yeah, I would.
I don't know, you know. I think I like him, you know. I don't know if I'll vote for him. I wouldn't vote for him, but I like him.
I like
There's something
all
about
of these,
him that I
man.
like.
Even Matt Handcock. I can fuck with all of them if they're not making decisions that affect my life.
Yeah.
It's just that, yes, you're funny. Yes, you're a meme. Yeah, you've tackled youths or whatever it is. Yeah. But now you're making a decision that's fucking my life up.
Yeah.
Like, now I can't like you.
They've been doing that still. Like, they've been doing that still.
I think Boris was sick for London mayor. When he was mayor, I thought he was wicked, but
I don't even know what these
Prime
even
Minister.
I don't know
really
what
do.
these men even do like
Yeah.
that, you know.
He
Like,
got the
obviously,
vibes.
what's his name? Sadiq Khan's out here in that.
But what is
But
he
what
doing?
is he doing?
What are they?
Like,
Yeah.
Okay, Sadiq.
We need him on the couch.
Yeah.
If you really, you think
I
you're part
actually
of
want to
London
know.
culture,
I actually
you
really
gotta be
want to
here.
know
what does a mayor of London do?
what has he actually done
Yeah.
that has affected change. So not like I made a phone call to, or like I drove up to and saw. I need to know like what have you like not in a like I'm not saying it in a way like I'm sticking it on you. I'm not sticking it on you. I'm just like if you ain't done nothing, you ain't done nothing. It's calm. Like it's not calm, but you understand.
I want to know what are they supposed to do, or what are they supposed to do?
Yeah.
Well, they're supposed to take care of they're supposed to do with things like, for example, reduce gun crime or reduce crime.
Is that their job as a mayor of London?
Mayor of
Yeah,
London,
they oversee it.
Yeah?
Yeah, so they oversee it. Yeah, like homelessness, like things like homelessness. They oversee everything really.
Okay.
I don't know if they have like a hand in, like inflation in property and stuff like that. Maybe they might do. Like maybe they might have some type of say.
But they're
terms
just
of, like,
looking after
housing,
the
housing,
yeah.
which
stuff like that.
affects inflation. and shit
Exactly.
like that.
Yeah. So
So
they
every other city, I'm guessing they have their own mayor.
they will
Yeah,
have their own.
Why don't we hear about none of them?
Because we
We're
don't.
in London.
Yeah. So
And even people in like cities outside of London hear about the London mayor.
Yeah,
just
it's
'cause it's the
London.
Yeah,
capital.
yeah.
But I'm saying in
everyone hears
general,
about him.
Yeah.
what are any of these mayors like the mayor of Manchester? What's he doing? Like, who's the best mayor?
brother, Google the mayor of Liverpool. Let me see what this guy looks
Yeah.
like. I want to see who looks like his name. Like I'm gonna judge them quickly.
My mayor was Theresa May growing up. Annoyingly,
From where?
Maidenhead of Windsor.
I saw Theresa May.
Big
We
up.
did a podcast one time on that, didn't we? And I saw her crying, and I felt so sad for her.
Awkward person though, man.
Who was she? Was she the one that was last prime minister?
Yeah, before Boris.
She's annoying.
Yeah.
She was weird.
People were. Remember the last part of her term, yeah.
Oh my
People were
gosh.
She just
sticking it
couldn't
on her.
handle the pressure.
Brother, the mayor of Liverpool
Balling.
looks like he is a absolute old school hooligan.
Let me see.
Football legend.
Then maybe we need him for the London thing.
This guy. Put this on the screen. This done.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he looks like he knows a couple of man them as well.
Oh, Lord.
Do you know what? Maybe it's even hard for them sometimes because this is the next thing. Money, right? Ultimately, these guys are put in position, but essentially money runs everything in it, really. Because if I got peas, I can call shots. Yeah. You are in the position and your best interest is for the majority, yeah? Or for the people. But I got peas. So if I ring you and I tell you, yo, I need a favour, a lot of the time, a man is going to do me that favour.
Who's the Prime Minister? I'm not sure.
Boris is definitely doing it.
Yeah, well, he comes from a big family of mayhem.
Boris, he can be twanged. You know Boris can be twanged. I think Sadiq loves a pound note. I think he likes a pound note. I'm going to be honest with you.
Was his dad a bus driver as well, I think?
Maybe.
London
Put it this way, it's all institution, and I'm not anti-institution, but I certainly don't trust it that much. So I always feel like there's underneath the bonnet, there's something that we can't see that is brewing, a bigger plan that, regardless of what decision we make, and whether it's Labour or Conservative, some things that are going to play out either way, regardless of who we vote for.
I'm going to dig this deeper. How do you think things would be without a government? If we were not governed, how do you think things would be? Do you think that we could live?
Does no government mean no rules? Because when you say government, you're just talking the cabinet, yeah? Like the people that vote on decisions, yeah? Right. How many decisions that have been made recently have helped us?
That have changed. I think that the decisions that have probably maybe changed things. Oh, right. Oh, wait. My brain's going to go in a little bit of a muddle now, yeah? But I was going to say that the things that have happened that has probably helped has actually come from previous governments.
Yeah.
So, like, not the law of the land. So, essentially, it's people that have come together and they've made laws and they've made things, yeah? And then, so, naturally, things change. Culture changes. The way that we see things changes. There's loads of things that changes, yeah? And so, with that, then, you know, you make certain votes. For example, I don't know, being able to, you know, gays being able to get married. Or even, like, gays not being illegal. Because that was a thing.
Yeah.
Right? So, that would have been a government thing. I'm sure, though, I'm sure that starts with people, though.
That's what I mean. I'm talking current government, yeah? As in essence, we're all our own government. You know, when you're at home and you're voting on...
Can I just so I just don't lose the train of thought there? Essentially, that starts from people, which then means that ultimately the question is, what have they done without us having to make noise about it to make change that would benefit us? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, like, what is it that they've come up with that we could say, oh yeah, I hear that and that makes sense? Because a lot of things that do come from change comes from noise.
Yeah. So, for example, we vote them in every 4 years or whatever a term is, yeah? We vote our own local mayors in or whatever they are, local MPs in, yeah? And we allow them to represent us in our boroughs or whatever it is. But you very rarely ever talk to them or hear from them, except for when they are asking for you to vote for them.
Yeah, when they want a favour.
That's the reality of
Basically,
it.
when they want a favour.
When they're saying vote for me, that's the only time you vote. You have, for the most part, you come into contact with your local MP. Yeah. Yeah, when you're working out which one you're voting for. And usually then, you don't even really care about them two. You care more about whether it's Labour, Green Party, Conservative, whatever it is.
You usually don't really care about the individual.
My problem is that as a nation, or as however many of us there are here, 80 million in England or whatever it is, we are trusting how many's in this cabinet? Like a couple hundred people to make decisions for 80 million of us.
The cabinet is like 20 people.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Like the inner cabinet, like the people that make the big decisions.
The big decisions.
Can you Google that? Just
there's
loads of MPs, I'm guessing.
There's hundreds of MPs.
But
however, the cabinets are the ones, they are the people that essentially...
The voice of the people.
Yeah.
I just wonder how much they really represent us or care about us as a people. It seems like every time a decision is made recently, it's met with more of a groan than it is a celebration. So I don't know.
13 people in the cabinet.
13 people, yeah.
13 people that make decisions for 80 million. It's difficult, man. You can't please everyone, but I feel like I don't feel in touch with this government at all. Do you?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Which is why I asked the question: like, could we live in a governless society? I don't know. I think there needs to be rules and regulations.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
There
needs to be some type of order.
There was no police, and I swear the police only came in like 1920 or something like that.
Yeah,
there was no metropolitan police.
That's quite a new.
I'm not sure what was before that, but I'm sure the Met is only like,
you know, like in America, yeah. Part of the police was made up based off making sure that the slaves didn't run away. So that's how they put that together. Yeah. So that they couldn't go anywhere. Yeah. So that's almost a thing that, like, I guess a community thing that you decide, all right, cool. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Maybe not so much a government thing, but people that are saying, all right, cool, this is going to be the role. You get what I'm saying? This is what you're going to do. This is what I'm going to do. And this is how we're going to try and live in harmony and make sure that society runs smooth. Yeah. And then in the end, that kind of moves into the policing and stuff. But I'm not going to sit here and say that we don't need some type of police.
No, we need it. Because we need people need something to follow. If we turn this into just chaos, it wouldn't be good for anyone. But I guess, I don't know.
It would be sick to see, though.
What, no government?
Yeah.
Or maybe just a purge day.
The purge. The purge would be fucking mental.
A purge day. Maybe we need it.
You think so, yeah?
Just chaos. Yeah, one day of absolute, come on, let's do whatever. Let's have it. Anything goes.
Yeah. What about... Oh. I think it could work, you know.
It could.
You know what the thing is, though? It would take years, decades, generations for it to start running smoothly. It couldn't just run smooth.
I don't think there's any such thing as chaos running smoothly.
Nah, because I'm not talking about the purge.
Oh, yeah, I'll talk about the purge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because there would be chaos if one of the reasons why there would be chaos here is because if they turned around and said, all right, cool, you know what, we're actually getting rid of government, we're actually going to just try and govern ourselves, then people are going to just take liberties with it in a way that they think, because they're going to misinterpret what that means. Yeah. So some people are going to think, oh, that means I won't go jail. It means I can go out and do a madness.
I won't pay taxes.
Maybe we need to split it into regions. So, for example, we've got a cabinet, that makes decisions and that affect 80 million of us, yeah? Whereas, if you look at America, and I don't rate America as a place at all, but loads of it's the USA, but there are different rules state to state, place to place. You know what I'm saying? They have different rules. It's a lot. Yeah. It's probably a lot easier to control and to be able to get a better idea of what works best for this area. So, for example, what works good for London? We know that in all these votes, London votes very different to how
the rest of the
country votes. So there are some things that work here and work for us that the rest of the country, it does not work for them. And if you're not in a major city, it does not work for you. And that's why we're split almost between like cities and countryside. Is what it kind of comes down to.
But would you not say this though, yeah? That like essentially, if we didn't have a government, the hardest places to deal with would be places like London, Birmingham, Manchester, Liverpool.
Yeah. The hardest places to deal with is where there's most people.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
So where it's a smaller community, they could probably get to common ground a little bit better than we would.
Quicker as well.
A lot quicker.
Yeah, quicker. But that's just the rules of population. Yeah. If there's 10 people there that have to sort out a decision and there's 100 people, you know which is going to be sorted out faster, easier, more effectively. That's the thing with major cities. It's almost as if major cities, that's why the rest of this country didn't love it when we was doing the traffic light system and London wasn't in tier 4, but certain parts of up north were, etc. So it's just, I don't know. We might need to start doing a thing where we govern cities, because it's night and day, the difference between London and Northumberland.
Do you know the thing is though, yeah? I think a new ism would come in place. Yeah. What would probably happen is you would have communities that actually pattern their shit so proper.
Yeah.
And then a couple people now from London, whatever, Birmingham, whatever, decide that they want to move in there, and they're like, nah, you can't even come here now because we got our thing.
Yeah, but
and then now we got an ism.
Yeah, but you get that anyway.
Right.
I can't move to these countryside places with my London attitude and try and think it's gonna run there. I might get away with it, but they won't love it.
They won't love it, but technically you can.
Yeah.
But if there's no government, but you're governing it yourself, there's a difference between them not loving it but how they would deal with it. Because wouldn't it give them the position to be able to do something about it? Because of the government.
I'm not talking on every small law. I'm talking about on ones that affect certain things. So, for example, I don't know, inflation rates, things that affect some areas more than others, and some are aggrieved because of it. That's what I'm saying. So, for example, when house prices drop, they are more likely to drop in Northampton than they are in Ladbroke Grove. Because you know what I'm saying, like just certain things, and the same with where money's distributed. You know, like there's money that gets through the government that gets put all over the place. We have a certain amount of money here in London for this. We have to treat that as the biggest priority because it's the biggest city, it's the capital city. Northumberland or wherever it is, they get the tiniest this and it's allocated to this. You've got no youth clubs. You've got sorry, we can't do a football pitch. Sorry, we can't. Just certain things that work for one and don't work for the other.
You know, that's interesting as well, you know, because now it makes me think that we definitely, in order for us to be in a place, where there's actually no government, we all have to die. And it has to start again. And the reason being is because we would fuck this thing up so bad that, like, there would literally just be a civil war, I think. Reason being, from your point where you was talking about the property and stuff, because essentially there's two conversations that are happening here, One's government, one's capitalism, Now, when you're looking at property, for example, if we didn't have it's already high in London. Yeah. It's already high, and there's bare conversation about inflation or whatever, and the cap and all of these type of things.
It's too fucking high.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the cost of living here compared to what the cost of living somewhere.
But if we didn't have someone that was governing it, even though they may not be doing a great job of it at the moment, could you imagine what would happen then?
Would it get better or would it get worse?
I mean, it looks like it could possibly get worse, but
it would get worse purely because the reason why it would get worse, I feel, is because if there was a group of people that turned around and said, all right, cool, do you know what, we need to drop this a bit, what would end up happening is the people who have got money will just buy everything up.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
Yeah, you need rules. You need stuff like this, but you can't. It's just the rule of life, and you can't keep everyone happy. But you do have to keep.
You have to try and keep the majority.
Yeah.
And you want it to be the vast majority, not just a 51, 49
I wonder how
majority.
it affects like sexuality and these type of things. Like
what
how
governments?
How it would if we didn't.
I don't know if
anyone would be anything.
No, but they already are.
Yeah, I know. So it's just.
I swear there was that youth the other day who turned Asian. He turned Korean.
Did he?
What?
I saw it on Twitter. There was a Donny who said, "I identify as being Korean now." He's done he's got plastic surgery to do his eyes.
Serious?
Yeah, no, we're long past that. Government can't stop that.
How long do you reckon we got left?
4 or 5 weeks.
No, I'm talking about humanity.
4 or 5 weeks.
Jesus Christ.
I'm with Dan, to be honest.
We don't have long.
Our humanity could end at any
point.
Moment.
We don't have
what's mad is that we wouldn't even know it's coming. It would just end.
Yeah, it would. You're right.
It would just end. That'd be it. Done.
God,
what would you
off
do?
The lights.
I don't know. This might be a bit of a... Try and answer this as honest as possible, yeah? If you actually heard that... You know, what's the date today? What day are we recording?
The 30th of June.
The 15th of July, it's done.
Humanity.
It's done.
Well, they can forget about their traffic light COVID system. I'm out of it. I'm going to a beach.
Bro, yeah, who's operating the airlines? Who's going to work? Who's working?
Yeah, how are you going to
So how are you going to get there?
The pilot wants to go to the beach place as well. So
True. Yeah, true.
You're right.
Someone will make a WhatsApp group. Who's on it?
Give me the fucking keys.
Yeah.
I'm going to drive the 698 Boeing 2 something to Barbados. I hear that. That's still.
That's it. Go see it out.
And what, just on a chilled one like that?
Yeah.
I'm having 1 week of some absolute unspeakable
Mayhem, antics. Just
What?
Antics.
Oh my God.
Anything you've never done, it has to be done.
I'm telling you.
But remember, they
Really?
got some. I swear, last
Yeah,
year.
there's a
last
couple
year,
still.
I'm surprised.
No, there's just a couple.
Couple things left.
Yeah, there's a couple
Yeah,
of things
yeah,
that I
yeah.
would do.
Go on.
No.
You can't. You can't.
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. One thing I am willing to explore now is my ass being eaten. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have a go.
I'm not there, but well done.
I feel I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
That's a warning, boy. Because you see that. However many thousand people have seen that, and now they are coming for you. Watch what your DMs
Yeah, your
do.
DMs are gonna fly.
Watch what your DMs do now. Listen, take him seriously. He is ready. If you want smoke,
He doesn't
go
know
and get
just
him.
yet, but he's ready.
All right, let's flip in. We off that. See the England thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, where was I gonna go with this first?
Coming out.
This is a tricky conversation to have now because the visual will come out of this after the
next
England's playing on Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah.
What did you think about the England song?
Which one?
Wait, is there more than one?
Yeah, I saw there's the Steve-O and
Oh, Steve-O's got one.
yeah, that's more of a the old school Vindaloo, that kind of
Oh,
thing.
okay.
And then what? And then
I heard the Krypton Conan one and that. That's all right.
oh yeah. No, oh yeah. I saw
That's a
I saw a clip of it. If I'm honest,
I like that. I like the fact that they made it.
I tell you my
Currently
thing
something.
was that I'm not sure if I've ever heard Ole Ole in England.
That's a great point.
That's what, yeah. But obviously,
That's a traditional thing,
It's a football thing.
Yeah,
But I'm not sure if I've ever heard.
I think my only
Ole.
criticism was that Millions was fitting in a million words in the beginning of his bar.
You're going after him like this?
No,
you know,
because I think he's cold.
No, Millions is the hardest. But he did try to fit in everything.
For me, Millions right now, easily in my top 10 at the moment. I think his delivery is good. I just there's so many things that I like about him. So I know it sounds like a bit of it sounds like that, but I think that was
no.
Because
Don't get
I'm like,
Millions
when
is
I'm thinking
hard.
Yeah.
He's the hard. But
So I'm
he tried to
assuming-
fit everything into that first line.
So yeah, and so for this, I'm assuming that I got every reason to believe that he's gonna come on this thing and absolutely body it. And when I heard it, I was like, oh shit, man's fitting in a lot of words in this beginning. Like the verse was just a bit off a tiny bit. For me, I liked how Conan started it. To be honest with you,
Do you know what? Conan. But I thought Crept probably took home best verse. I thought he slapped it.
Yeah.
How he come in, I think he slapped it still.
Yeah.
Millions. I expect him to smoke up tunes. Every tune he's on, I expect it. I just think he was a little off on the first line.
Yeah.
That's
It felt like the song dropped a little late as well, and like, I don't know why that was. It just when I say that because I know some people were like, oh, like why did the song drop? Like,
But at least they beat Germany. They're through.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's got shelf life.
But it would have been ideally. This is just nitpicking. I guess it would have just been good for it to be at the start, so it's there. It has all of that. But then at the same time, another reason why I feel like that is air, and then the fact that like it dropped is fine now is because there's no shows anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like they can go out and perform this thing right now anyway. Really, most people are still watching the game in these places where they're not going to the games as much. Yeah, 40,000 people and that. But
Where did it drop?
not.
Was it GRM?
I'm not sure. But yeah, listen. Now, let me tell you this, yeah. Even though it dropped late, if England at least get to the final, it adds to the movie. It definitely 100% adds to the movie. And let me tell you this, yeah. See, like with England, like I've grown past this thing of I want England to lose. I hate it. I've grown past all of that shit. For me, I'm like, the longer England is in a tournament,
It's good.
Yeah.
Bro,
It
you know,
feels
you
good.
see me, I've got this thing, you know, I'm a Chelsea fan, innit? I love Chelsea to death, blah, blah, blah. I want that for England, but I can't. I don't know how. Like, you know, like you try and activate it. I see everyone proper celebrate. I appreciate it as a match and I watch them. Half these players, I love them. But I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not in love with England as a football team. I can't.
So that
You know what it is? I think it's just an identity thing. Like, as in, I feel British, but I don't feel very English.
Yeah.
And I think that has to be it because I don't feel like that with Chelsea.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like that with other things, but I don't know what it is. I think there's something about that Union Jack, not the Union Jack, what's the England flag as well, that just as soon as I see bare of them, it's like I get a little bit scared of something.
You get your back up a little bit.
I get my back up. It's like I'm expecting racism to come out from somewhere.
Yes.
And I'm not sure where it's going to come from, but it's just how I feel. Like, trust me, it's good for England if they win it. I want England to do well, but I don't feel that connection that I want to feel.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, I want to feel it because I would love. This is the Euros. This is even World Cups. Like, I want to feel what everyone else is feeling, but I just don't feel it.
Oh, so you're in the same boat as me, where, like, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I want England to win, but I don't care if they lose.
Yes.
Like, I don't.
Yeah.
When United lose, it affects things.
Yeah. If they go out, it doesn't. I don't feel sad.
No. It's like for a moment, it's like, the man them gave it a go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or, you know what? Yeah, this was a bit shit. Whatever it was, you commentate on it however you do, yeah? But the feeling that you have inside for the loss is not really there.
Well, I know the feeling. I know what it should feel like because I feel like it at club level. Like I know what that feel. What I want it to feel like. And I know that exact feeling is replicated at international level for bare people. Yeah. Bare people want England, like they are dying for England to do well, more so than they are for United to do well. It's bigger for them.
Do you think so?
It's what it looks like.
What would you say is the percentage of people that would, and I know it shouldn't be an either or, but I'm just going to do this for conversation.
Prefer
England to win the World Cup
or their club to win Champions League.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you. I'm looking at reactions. I'm talking at like obviously this is tournament. Tournament football is bigger than league football, yeah. But the reactions I'm seeing when England score are bigger than what I see at club level sometimes. That's what I'm saying. Like the hugest reaction. Maybe it's the equivalent to like a Champions League semi-final, I suppose, or something like that. But every game feels big. It's tournament football.
Yeah.
And that everyone's reacting big. Everyone's drinking from like midday. Everyone is ready, anticipating this game as if it is a Champions League final.
I hear that. But I would say though, maybe we're forgetting, bro. Because in my mind, I'm like, okay, England scored, Germany, whatever. And I think like, even though for me, looking at the game before the game had started, to me, that just seemed like a 50-50 game to me. It didn't seem like either of those teams were playing great before coming into it. So even though I know a lot of people thought England were going to get slapped or whatnot, to me, I'm like, this game to me could go either or, yeah? But I think there was in a lot of people's hearts, they felt like that was the moment England could potentially go out, and it's Germany and it's history and all these type of things and whatnot, yeah? So like, when England scores, naturally there's the euphoric thing, yeah?
Yeah.
But honestly, bro, Liverpool, Champions League, final, they're all there. I guess it's the City as well. I guess it does. I think it probably matters what the City is too, because I know Liverpool can be very passionate about that.
And City. Also, there's how many people, I swear they say stuff like, oh, I'm Scouse, not English. There's better. I hear that a lot from up there. So, as in, like, it's a proper identity being from Liverpool. Like, that's their thing.
Yeah.
You support Liverpool or Everton or whatever it is, but that's your that's
so it's kind
of
like supporting a country, but it's
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I think
I want to feel it, but maybe do you know why it is as well? Like I think it would be different if I had a lot of English in me.
Yeah,
I might feel a bigger connection. But I feel just a little bit disconnected, more disconnected than I want to feel. I want to feel this. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think as well though, bro. Like we watch domestic football a lot more than we do that. Like this comes around every couple of years, and then like sometimes when there's friendlies, it's an inconvenience because the friendlies are happening in the middle of the Premier League season where certain things are happening or whatever. Like football fans are not really. Yeah. They don't really love that too much. But obviously, when this comes around at a time where it's like usually summertime and that everyone's all together or whatever it may be, and it's like it is a vibe thing. So everyone does come together in that. But I'm with you in a sense that like the thought of them winning, I want that. I want them to win, innit? Yeah. But even if they did win, I still wouldn't even have
I would be bigger.
The disconnect still doesn't have me strong enough to be.
And put it this way: the first World Cup I ever remember was World Cup '98. Right. I remember '94 very slightly, but '98 was the first one where I was watching it, waiting. But I was wearing Jamaica top.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm there waiting, and Davor Suker sunk Jamaica, and that was, I think, because I would have been 7 or whatever age I would have been them times, 8 years old. That was like internationally, it's like at that age I'd made my decision that, get me, like, nah, get me, I'm in this, get me. I was sad that Jamaica went out. And it started from, and Jamaica ain't been back since.
Do you know what?
So maybe I'm just waiting for them to come back.
Brother, do you know what? If I ask myself, would I get that euphoric? No, would I get the sadness if Jamaica got to the final?
Jamaica versus England World Cup final.
If Jamaica lost, I think that would affect me.
Yes,
it would.
Yeah,
it would affect me. It would affect me.
Then it makes more sense to me that way because I understand it's just an identity thing.
Yeah,
it's just an identity.
Yeah.
So
you want them to win. But if they lose, it just is.
Yeah, it's not that peak.
It would be sick for the country.
Yeah, of course.
It'd be sick for the country.
It's sick for everyone, and it's sick for there's bad players in that team that I rate. Get me? I love it.
And it's like man them.
Yeah, exactly, and it feels like that. But I don't. Yeah, it's just not. It's not in me like it is with Chelsea.
Yeah.
It happens, man.
Well, boy, I hope that even if like. If you're watching this, by the way, and England's been knocked out and all of that type of stuff, just let you know that the audio side of the podcast comes out a good few days beforehand. So yeah, we're just talking about this the day after England beat Germany and the vibes all good and all these type of things. But yeah, man, like I'm still, as I said, do you know actually, Twitter actually makes you realize. See, like when you have a tweet that goes off.
Yeah.
And it starts to go outside of your following.
Yeah.
That's when you actually start realizing how many dickheads there are in the world.
Yep.
You know that? Like, and how much people that do not have a sense of humor at
You're
all.
just going to get some guy from Houston, Texas.
No, delete this. Do you know what? This is what happened, yeah? I said, I put it's coming yard, as most people do, yeah? But I put the Jamaica flag, but it had a bit of the English thing in it. Oh my God. Like at first it was funny. You know, like I'm looking, I can see spare people laughing, whatever. About 6 hours later now, you're just getting all of these.
That's it, because bare people are, it's
all
gone.
Come out,
it's gone. Yeah.
Now, and delete this.
Yeah.
This ain't it. Nah. Why? Oh, just get rid of it. I'm offended. I'm like, oh my God, what world are we living in, bro?
Yeah,
go away,
it's
bro.
all mad.
When a tweet starts going out of that, you're like, oh my God, humanity is shit. Sometimes it's just so shit.
So annoying, bro.
It's so great, but it's just so shit.
Can't breathe without offending someone.
It's so shit. But it's great, though.
Yeah.
But it's great.
Yeah, he's out, man.
The
boy from Brent's doing it, man. He's doing it right now. He is.
He didn't hit the newspapers and thing, but you know what I mean? That's like...
What?
Yeah, but he's not on no newspapers. You think they put... Sterling? Kane!
Oh, man.
Come on, man.
Well, to be fair, Kane scored, but like we know who's been kind of showing up for the whole tournament and who hasn't. And
yeah, if I'm being honest with you, I know...
Luke Shaw had a very good game. I'll give him that. He had a very
good. To be fair, even just talking about this from a social point of view, that like there was uproar about today. There has been today on Sterling not being on. Like all of the mainstream papers have put Kane on at the back, and it kind of speaks to that conversation of how subtly racist or prejudiced that these newspapers and stuff are. Well, not even subtly, majorly, And like at first when I looked at it, I'm like, okay. If I'm being honest, I'm like, I could see why they put Kane on there still. Because he scored the second goal and it was like, it sealed
the skipper,
and he's the captain.
Protect him.
However, what I would say is, even though I do hear that, and I could make that argument, because I don't always want to say, oh, like, you know what, the newspaper, because even though it is that, we just know what that is, innit, But, for me, I'm like, looking at the fact that Sterling has been doing what he's been doing since it's not like Sterling scored once.
Yeah.
Like he's actually almost been carrying the team to a degree. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the fact that he scored that Kane's goal technically didn't seal anything because Germany didn't score.
Well, just put both of them on. Get me when they're celebrating. But do you know what? You're like me because you can see both sides to the coin.
Definitely.
That a coin that probably shouldn't even be there anyway. But it's the same thing I think when, for example, we are like filthy. We're hosted in Box Park Croydon, yeah, group of death games.
No, you lot are doing it, man.
We're going crazy, yeah. Cool. But guess what? Even without saying it, I kind of think I understand it. They wouldn't let us do an England game. Do you see what I'm saying?
Why?
Why do you think?
Oh, because it's a group of black men.
It's just, you see what I'm saying? It doesn't
singing Usher songs.
It doesn't. It doesn't fit quite with what the crowd may be on that day. Do you see what I'm saying? But it's harsh reality.
So what? They're making you do France and that because it's true.
Well, essentially, yeah. Right.
Oh my god!
But
you see how subtle it is?
But do you understand? Do you know what I'm saying? This is why it is like it is what it is, and unfortunately for the
foreseeable. Who's doing the England games?
Razor Ruddock.
Razor Ruddock.
Razor
the boxer.
No, that's someone else. There's another Ruddock, but he's good. Razor Ruddock's like a proper lad.
Oh,
I'm sure Danny Dyer was there. I'm sure.
Okay.
That was the witch, maybe.
Okay.
Well, the people you'd expect to do an England game, you wouldn't actually expect the filthy fellas to do it because we are outrageously.
Yeah, I get it.
Outrageously Caribbean, you know what I mean? And African. Yeah. So as in like so it doesn't make sense, but it's just things I notice.
Right.
And that I always notice, whether it's newspapers, whether it's this, that. They just always make sure that certain things are fit for certain things.
Yeah, I hear it. As I said, I could see how
Big up Box Park.
I could see how Kane hit the newspaper, but I'm like, still, nah. You could have at least still put both of them on there. But we already know how this thing works.
Yeah.
Right? So they just kind of.
That's it. There's certain things you don't have. They don't
really like Sterling anyway. To be fair,
they hate Sterling.
And one of the reasons being is because he's just so yard.
And he's just unapologetic with it. Even the way, like, he calls them on their bullshit. He calls them out on it. You see what I'm saying? When you're asking stupid questions that I know you're trying to get a certain reaction from me, I'm going to tell you that you just asked me a stupid question.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's how he's always kind of met the media head on. They've tried to crucify him many times. Yeah. But bottom line, bro, England need him. Crucify him up and down the country, whether you like this man or not, whether you think that he doesn't represent what you want, you need him.
Yeah, they would much rather this be Grealish or someone like that. But unfortunately 100%. For you...
And Grealish is playing well.
Yeah, he's playing very good. But it's Sterling. And Sterling's, you know what I mean?
And it's do you know what? It's nothing to do with the players and nothing to do with probably anything to do in the back. Nothing to do with the team itself. You know what I mean? The team is proper.
Yeah, they seem like they're quite solid
proper, that's what I'm saying. But it's about certain, I'm going to call it the minority of people up and down the country who want things a certain way, but they want to have their cake and eat it too, and you can't. Get me? If Sterling's doing well for you, you can't just. What happens if Muller puts the ball in the back of the net yesterday after Sterling loses the ball? Because I'm saying, we can imagine. That's what's annoying me. We can.
Yo,
it's a double-edged sword,
brother. I saw Pogba pinging some of the most beautiful balls in this. Do you know what? Throughout the tournament, I saw him
he played well. He played
but in the game against, what was the team that knocked them out again?
Switzerland,
yeah. He was doing his.
He's going crazy. He hit top bins. He did everything.
And you know what happened? The pundits was just talking about how he doesn't take things seriously, and he doesn't do this and he doesn't do that, and I'm like, yo, I criticize Pogba. I
criticize him quite a lot, but never for France, because I think he always shows up for France. But I have had a problem with him at United, whether it's confidence, whether it's attitude, whatever it is. I've felt like a few times he's been the worst midfielder on the pitch when he's supposed to be the best in the world. So, right. But that's just me and Pogba. I think you get that from a kind of luxury-ish player. But don't get it twisted. I ain't got no agenda against Pog.
You know what the thing
But I
is?
think that these papers and some of these things, these institutions, whoever it is upstairs, there is an agenda somewhere.
Well, and this is the thing as well, bro. Like, I hear all of that, but this is the Euros. So it's like, what have we seen from him since this? There's no, like, that other we'll have that once that's over. You can have that once that's over. Like, how is this his fault? He did.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well,
but
yeah.
I guess that's where it is. But yeah. Next
There's certain
time, you know what? Put them, like, next time, put Sterling on the newspaper along with Kane.
Yeah.
Put him there alongside Grealish.
Yeah.
Put him there alongside Mount. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just put him there. Give him. You understand what I'm saying? Just do that. Like, why not? It's not gonna hurt.
Yeah.
It's not gonna. It doesn't hurt that bad, does it? Like, it's not that. Like, surely it doesn't hurt that bad.
We're getting there though. We are getting there. I mean, it's a couple generations away, but we're getting there.
Is there anything that anyone needs to know about? One thing that anyone needs to know about. In fact, you know what? Can we just do this before? I have to have a honourable shout out to. There's an artist named. Do you know who Raye is?
Yeah.
You see what's going on with her at the moment.
What's going on with her?
She's got a real label situation, which is like always quite interesting to hear in this time, like in this day and age and that as well. But I'm gonna read some of her tweets. I hope she didn't delete them. She said, "Hey my dear, so for the last 7 years, I've woken up crying, my eyes out, not wanting to get up out of bed and feeling so alone."
7 days, no?
Did I say?
You said 7 years.
Oh, 7 days. Shit, yeah, 7 days.
Like flipping out.
Oh shit! Yeah. 7 days. And these emotions are usually hid from social media, and I have become such an expert at hiding my tears and my pain. But I wanted to talk about it today. She said, I'm just trying to get to the point here. Today I feel like toilet. I'm going to be brave about it and talk about it. You are not alone. We can talk about our worries. Wait, hold on 1 second. Imagine the pain. Okay, here we go. She goes, I've been signed to a major label since 2014, and I have had albums on albums of music set in folders collecting dust, songs I'm giving away to A-list artists because I'm still awaiting confirmation that I'm good enough to release an album. For context, in order for an album to be created, the labels have to release money for songs to be finished, fees for producers, mixes, masters, and marketing support. I have waited 7 years for this day, and I'm still waiting. So now I'm being told if Cool on Me, which I believe is her new song that's just come out, does well, then I can do my album. But they can't be a green light until. Imagine the pressure of me waking up every day frantically looking at numbers and stats, hoping I can just make my bloody first album. I know this is the kind of thing I'm supposed to keep behind closed doors, but I have worked and waited and hustled and given everything I have. And if I'm going to suffer, I'm not going to do it in silence anymore. I have been on a label. No, she's been on a 4-album record deal since 2014, and I haven't been allowed to put out one album. All I care about is music. I've done everything they've asked. Okay, here's another one. She said, I've done everything they've asked. I've switched genres. I've worked 7 days a week. Ask anyone in the music game, they know. I'm done being a polite pop star. Nah.
This don't shock you. I know it don't shock
absolutely,
you. Absolutely,
100 million% does not shock me. I think, it's mad. Like, you know, when you're dealing with business and money and all of these type of things, and so much things change, naturally, the companies are going to move in what they feel is in their best interest and stuff like that. I do sometimes think that I got people that I'm super close with and that work in record labels and stuff, and I would like to believe that those particular people that I get on well with, they fly real straight in their business dealings, But I think the standard thing within music, like signing those type of record deals where you're there for like 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, and all of that type of stuff, is super, 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 super risky.
Also, have a look at the years, So, for example, we know that deals now are pretty good, in terms of what you're able to maneuver, what you're able to negotiate for yourself, even as an artist who hasn't done much yet, because they're willing to take bigger risks nowadays.
Yeah.
2014, that wasn't the case.
No.
That weren't the case at all. There's loads of acts, you all know them, that signed deals that seemed kind of decent at the time.
Yeah.
But over the years, you start looking at new acts that come with not anywhere near as much work or credibility as you, but they get a far better deal than you almost have to walk so that everyone else can run. Or crawl, walk, or whatever, however you say the saying. So because that deal is so far in the past, they've been able to take the piss.
Yeah.
And they've just taken the piss, you get me? So hopefully, it's one of those ones where you're meant to, in reality, keep this under wraps, and you're meant to speak to people via emails about this shit, and not really meant to go to the public and moan about it. It's good that she has, because hopefully this rings an alarm and they let her out of this deal, because this deal don't look like it's going anywhere. It's 8 years.
Yeah, I guess because I think as well, as a bit, one thing that I do understand, what I do understand is we spent peas. I don't want to just let you go just yet, because there might be a way that we can recoup this in some way. But what I do believe is, for 7 years, being in a situation as a corporation, you should be able to say, you know what, like, we just have to write this. We just have to write this off. You know what?
It's not even write this off. They would have made their money back.
You think so?
Well, it's been 7 years. We're going on like they're throwing millions into our
career.
Oh
no. See, that's actually how I was going to end my point.
Yeah.
I was going to end my point is saying, the money that we spent on her, we'll write that off, because essentially, you know what? I don't know what label she's on. I'm just going to throw this out there.
I think it might be Polydor, which is...
Polydor.
Yeah,
I was going to say, they've made it back on whichever artist that they have at the label. Like, whoever's fucking... whoever some of their big acts are or whatever. Who's like... Name me some big acts on Polydor.
They got a few,
Polydor. She's not a big act, but I was going to say Hamza is on Polydor.
Yeah, name me a couple. So I think it could be... It's a time now where it's like, you know what? 7 years of you... We'll just let it go, man. It's mad though when you like. I think it's hard for singers in particular, because you know what, like when you sign a singer and you sign them with the idea that they are going to be a humongous singing star.
Billie Eilish, she's on there.
Okay, big, singing star. This is also with the mindset of what things currently look like right now, but sounds change and trends change and all of these things, and sometimes when the sound changes and the trend changes, if you haven't already established yourself to a certain point, then this new sound that may not necessarily fit you, or it's not believable. Like the people are not going to believe you because that's not really you. Do you get what I'm saying? So now, especially if you're an artist and you're chopping and changing to try and fit it. So you're trying to, okay, cool, the record label want me to do this, so I'm going to do that, or I'm going to try to do this, or I'm going to try to do that. It's like a part of that can help, but then a lot of that can end up hindering, and then it stalls everything.
Yeah, you lose your whatever the identity is that you had originally and all of that. But ultimately,
they got some big acts.
Polydor have got such big acts. I don't want to keep saying
Demi
Polydor.
Lovato, Black,
is this
Dr. Dre.
Yeah. But is it Polydor
Goldman.
that she's with?
I think so. Yeah,
I think it is. But sometimes you can just get so unlucky that actually we've got other big acts that we're working on, and you kind of have to sit on a shelf for a moment, and that's what it is. But the fact that they keep everyone in their contracts.
Well, actually, wait. Oh yeah, hold on. Sorry, say that again. Sorry.
It's the fact that even when you are shelved, you can't do anything without.
Yeah,
their
Raye
consent.
is on Polydor.
Okay, yeah, it's Polydor. So it's just one of them ones.
Well.
But it's typical labels.
And you know how else you can get shelved as well? The A&R that signed you, that believed in you, is not there anymore.
Oh yeah, and and the worst thing is he's gone across the road.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the worst thing.
Yeah, he's in the office across the road on level 4. Yeah, you got to see this Don, and he's killing it because he signed. Do you know what he did? Do you know what that A&R went and did? He got poached by the other record label
because of signing you.
Yeah, because he signed you, and then he signed another one of you.
Yeah.
Over there,
and
then he did
got mad, big budget. They went crazy.
Yeah, and then it worked.
Yeah.
So now it's you get what I'm saying.
You see it time and time again. time and time again, man. It's crazy.
But I hope that works out for her, and I know that like it's hard. I'm like it's hard for a lot of artists that are in these situations and in these type of deals and shit. And it must be difficult when you're seeing people that may have been signed around the time of you or even afterwards, and like all these things are happening. You're just not you're not free to be able to just be creative.
Yeah,
you have to end up just giving shit away, or you got to do certain things to hustle. It's your life at the end of the day, and sometimes people say, you know what, like I'm just about the music, but sometimes you know what, you got bills to pay and shit too. So when this person is sitting there installing or holding you back a little bit, you having to try and find all of these different ways to hustle and make money so that you can still look like you're the person that we saw you as 5 years ago. Yep. And that becomes a whole pride thing, which then leads into you know all these anxieties.
That's
and
it.
All the
That's it. And how you're gonna keep up? People think that these deals nowadays are pretty juicy, but as in people think these deals have always been big, and it's you get a top 10 and you are out of it money wise, and it is not like that.
Signing deals seem amazing, and they can be really great. Yeah, but sometimes they can be like, and I guess sometimes you just don't always know. Lastly, actually, I swear something happened with Britney Spears.
Oh yeah, she's petitioned to be like not be controlled by her dad, essentially. Do you know about that?
So what exactly does her dad? Is it another one of them things like Joe? Because JoJo, her dad or someone? No, it was a record label owned her voice or some shit. Like that.
So her dad doesn't own like her, but her dad has been appointed by the court to literally control everything about her business and personal life.
Yeah,
personal. But what's mad?
Personal life.
Yeah, as in like and he controls her money. As in like he's in complete control.
But not just money, like her movement, anything he wants.
So she chops my man, then her dad's got a say in this.
Yeah.
It could do, yeah.
What? Because she went for a breakdown.
If he turns around and says, you know what, I believe that you being with my man is not good for your brain, so I'm going to put you in a mental home. She's got nothing. She can't do shit about it.
Yeah.
Not saying that that's what he's done, but just an example.
So you could go to her yard and pipe now, and then the dad could come in there and literally just call a shot.
Yeah. But what's mad about this, right, is that obviously he's got lawyers on his side debating his side of why he should be in control of her. Mm-hmm. That is paid for out of her money.
Mm-hmm.
That is
because it's all about her life and her finances and her personal life and all that. She has to contribute money to that, so she's paying for his lawyers to fight against her.
So, and I'm assuming that she signed this deal when she was a child, right?
No. When she went a bit mental, the court assigned it to her father, essentially. Her father petitioned.
They call it the last power of attorney. They call that.
It's different, but it's similar. But like he petitioned to get control over her life. The court granted him that, and then
then he took the piss.
Well, now she's better and wants her life back.
Yeah.
Now she wants her life.
She went to court a couple years ago. There's an old documentary about it. She went to court a couple years ago to try and go against it and rule it out, but she was unsuccessful. Not that long ago, a couple years ago.
Wow, because she was obviously deemed fit enough to sign this contract because clearly it has to.
No. She didn't sign it because she was too unfit to sign anything. That was the whole point.
Then how could they rule this?
It's like being sectioned.
It's
like being sectioned.
So do they feel that she's not? Clearly, they must feel like she's still not in the space for her to control her life.
I don't think it's
right now. It's difficult to say why she's still under this contract. But if you're going to talk about why it originally happened, it was like being sectioned. She had no choice in the matter, and maybe she needed it then. Who knows? Yeah. But nowadays, fuck knows why she's still under this contract.
Yeah,
that is outrageous.
It is crazy.
All right. Do you know what? One thing that people need to know about, I'll tell you what, I'll do this brand here. Because they've actually got, them and Trendsetters have my favourite hats at the moment. What is the name of this brand, bro?
Goshu, something like that.
Yeah, they do these type of hats. They're cold. What is their Instagram?
It's what you're about to hold up on the box.
It says how do you put that in the gram?
It must just be a normal age.
It's just that. It's just that. I'll put it on screen now.
They didn't pay for that.
Fair play. I never will.
I love for that and that though. But I do want to direct them to the Instagram still. So, yeah, do you know what? Put the Instagram on the thing. Why not? Big up to them because they sent me a couple of hats and it's cold. Dan, love for today, bro. Come on. What are you doing for the rest of the day? You got
I've got to do something with a couple of the man them, and that's it, really.
Calum, have you got one, by the way, quick?
No.
All right. Well, love for listening, everyone. Yeah.